welcome back to my channel. This is Monique here, and I decided to make a quick little video just to basically wish you a happy new year and lots of blessings for 2025. And also because, you know, I've seen a lot of review videos and I thought, oh, that looks like a lot of fun. I really want to make a video like that, except at the moment it's a little bit, well, challenging, difficult, because all of my books are packed. Well, almost all of my books. I do have a coloring backpack basically right now where I keep a couple of my books and I keep some supplies and all of that, so I can still color, but like 90% of everything I owned is in a box right now. So I was like, okay, how am I gonna do a review? Well, thank God I photographed all of my finished coloring pages. So later on in the video I will show you my top 10 with pictures, and I'm gonna do it through a voiceover. And I also thought, you know, I would show you what's in my coloring backpack. So yeah, it's gonna be a little bit different than usual, but I still, you know, I have my goals. I have my top 10 for 2024, and I was like, you know, if I'm gonna do that somewhere down, I don't know, in March or something, when I'm actually moved, when I'm in my new house, yeah, it's a little bit late, right? You don't really have to do it by then, you know. So yeah, I'm just gonna do it, you know, like this, you know, improvise. I just improvise, and we will see. But for 2025, like I said, I do have my goals. Now, where's my notebook? Where's my... Here. So this is my bullet journal where I keep track of what I colored and what I used, and I can actually like show you guys. So this is for November, for instance. I didn't color that much, but here, you know, I write down the planning, and here what I actually finished and how many whips I still have in total and how many uncolored books I have in total. So this is for November, but I also have a couple of pages right here in the front that show you a little bit of the statistics, not that much information, but a little bit. It's extremely streaky. I tried to color this with water-based markers. I'm not good at it. Let's just leave it at that. I mean, it's so streaky. I wish I've done it differently. But anyways, it is what it is, and it does have, you know, some useful information, at least for me, useful information. So the first thing that you're looking at here above is how many books I bought and how many books I on hold, basically. And for 2023 this was 23 books, but for 2024 this was 60 books. I bought in total 60 books, and I on hold 13, you know, quick math. I on hold 13 books. So it's not gonna be a surprise that one of my goals for next year is low buy. Not a no buy, but a low buy. So I can still buy books, but it definitely has to stay on the 60, and I would even say, you know, I cannot go above, I don't know, like 25, 30 books, something like that. You know, I want to stay around 2023, like with my 23 books. You know, that's fine, you know, 23 books in 1 year. But 60 is a little bit too much, I think. Then, how many coloring pages I did in total by the end of December? 72. Now, you know, I've said before, I'm a very slow colorist. So, you know, I've heard colorists talking about that they call it like 400 pages over the last year or something like that, you know. That's, first of all, that amount is insane. And I don't know how you do it. if that's you, I don't know how you do it. I don't. I have colored 72. But I think for me, you know, and how I color, yeah, it's not bad. Then, how many coloring books I have in total. So by the end of December, I had 90 books total. I mean, I do like the fact that it's a nice round number. But yeah, it has, you know, when I started this, I had 57 books. It was like last August that I started to keep track. And I started out with 57 books and now I have 90 books. So yeah, my collection is growing fast. And on this page, not very interesting for you guys. I don't even think that you can read it because of the gold. But I keep track of how many pages I do on average each month. So in August I colored 6 pages, in September I colored 6 pages, in October I colored 7, in November 4, and in December 9. You know, and that's how I like to keep track of how many coloring pages I do on an average each month. Just, you know, keep track of that. And let me see. At the moment I have 26 whips waiting for me, and I have 33 uncolored books. And then we come to one of my other goals, and that's of course coloring these 33 uncolored books. What I want to do is, with these untouched books, they all have a number behind it, and I'm just gonna let like some random number picker, you know, pick a number, and I have to color like, I'm thinking about 3 books each month, just to get through this pile of books, because it's really 33 books is actually a lot of books, I think. So I hope that by the end of the year all of these books are colored, and yeah, we will see. I do have a couple of rules, and that's whatever number is coming up, I have to color in it. Even like, let's say, you know, it's in the middle of May and I'm drawing Nice Little Town Christmas Tree, book 26. I have to color in it, you know. It doesn't matter that it's a Christmas book. I have to color in it. So I'm going to be pretty strict about it. Why? Because I like to challenge myself. And let's see if I can also color something that's outside of the season, you know. Of course I can, but, you know, let's see what I do with it when I do something like that, you know, in the middle of spring, you know. Does that influence my color choice and all of that? So yeah, that's basically goal number 2. So the first goal is low buy. The second goal is coloring all of these untouched books. And my third goal is gonna be project books. Actually, I don't work with project books at the moment, but I do want to start filling up my coloring books. Maybe if you've seen my the videos I made about my coloring book collection, that most books that I own right now only have like 1 page colored in them. So I really want to change that and start filling them up with colored pages. And yeah, well, the best way to do that is by having a project book. So what I want to do is, this is also going to be very randomly, you know, all of my coloring books have a number, and I'm just going to pick a book randomly, and I have to color that book for, I think I'm going to do by every 3 months. I'm going to change my project book because I don't like to spend too much time in the same book, but for those 3 months I have to color a page each month in that book. just to fill it up, you know, just to make sure that the book is being filled up. Um, all of the books will be um, able to be drawn, you know, by the picker, the random picker, but except for books that have, I'm thinking about more than 2 pages colored in. So books that have more than 2 pages, yeah, I don't think that they, if the random picker picks one of those books, I will just, you know, draw a new number. So yeah, that's a little bit it. My fourth goal is learning new skills. And what I mean with that is I have these amazing, wonderful books that teach you how, for instance, to color a gem, or how to create a glass texture, or, you know, wood texture, you name it. I have these books and they are absolutely amazing, and I want to start using them more, and I actually want to learn something from them. So yeah, I'm actually planning to start studying these things, and I'm also thinking about for next year, you know, once I actually like, when I can do it, you know, when I actually own those skills, like I really feel confident in them. I will also make videos about it, you know, so you guys can also learn these kind of things, because it's fun, you know, when you can create, I don't know, like a crystal, and it really, you know, looks like a crystal when you're done. Um, so that's what I really want to learn next year and what I want to do. Um, but first I'm gonna move, and then I will do all of those things. And talking about that, you know, I already said that I, you know, most of my coloring supplies right now are in a box. And I color out of a backpack, basically. I have this large backpack, and that I filled up with some coloring books and some coloring supplies. So first I will show you the coloring supplies, because that's easy and we're pretty quickly done with that. Let me just grab some of them. So the first supply are pencils. Of course, I cannot go without my pencils. So this is my Prisma case with all of my Prisma pencils in them. And I picked my Prisma pencils. Why? Because, well, first of all, there are 150 colors. So I don't have not enough colors. And second of all, I've been wanting to work with them for, you know, a long time, a little bit more. I usually go for my ChromaFlows or my Polychromos, but you know, this was like a really nice excuse for me to start coloring more with my Prismacolor. So I picked those, and yeah, I'm liking it so far. The second thing, I picked my Pro markers. These are the regular Pro markers with just a bullet nib. I don't know if you can see it. But I also have with a brush nib. And those are the markers that I use right now, because I love those markers. They are absolutely wonderful, and you can buy them out of stock. So yeah, I was like, I'm gonna use those markers. I also have some cheap markers, but those are my go-to markers. And the third thing is something new I bought. It's from Caran d'Ache. It's the Fibrello brush. And these are water-based markers. And with a really fine brush nib. I really like this nib. Really like this nib. so fine. And to be honest, I like these markers. I've been using them in some mandala books, and I really like the colors. Um, yeah, I really like them. I haven't really, tried them with water and all of that because I don't have my paintbrush right now. But we will try that. Um, but I like these, and they're not that expensive as a Tombow. I think because you can buy these out of stock, and here, at least in the Netherlands, you pay around €2 for one marker. So I think that's pretty decent, especially for Caran d'Ache, because usually Caran d'Ache is quite expensive. So, and that's everything when it comes to supplies. That's what I'm using right now. So it's very minimalistic. Then the books I picked that I can color from. So the first one is this Cute and Cozy Gnomes. You've also seen this in my haul video where I showed this one. Yeah, it's a fun book with black backgrounds, by the way, but it's easy coloring. I can use my markers on this one, and one of the reasons why I bought this book. So that's in my backpack. The second one that's in my backpack is Mini Mania 4. I still have to color in this one, and I already know which one I'm gonna color. I want to color this image. And yes, my submarine is gonna be yellow. And that's not because she colored it yellow, but that's because of the Beatles. I mean, we all live in a yellow submarine. As soon as I saw this submarine, that's the song that went through my mind. So yeah, it is going to be a yellow submarine, but yeah, I love this book. So Mini Mania coloring book 4 by Gabby Wolf. Third book is from Maria Trolla. Go guys. I'm actually working on the page right now, and I can show you like a sneak peek. I'm actually already almost done, but I'm pretty proud of this one. And remember, I only did this. Oh, there's so much glare. So much glare. Doesn't really make it that much better. That's better. So I'm coloring this one. As you can see, I'm almost finished. Still have to do like a couple of ones. I'm pretty proud of this page. This is just pencil, just Prisma pencil, and that's it. And it really shows you the power of layering. Yeah, I did it with a lot of layers, and yeah, I really like what it's becoming. I really like. I think I'm gonna like the end results of this one, really. So that's pretty. But yeah, it's a fun book. It also has some simple pages in it, and yeah, I picked this one. Then Joanna Bashford with Small Victories. Of course, I'm gonna include this book because this is like ideal if you need to pack your coloring book, if you want to travel with it or something like that. This book is ideal, so that's why I put it in my backpack, because it's so small and it has some really cute pages. Why not? It's basically made for it. Then I have the new Joanna Bashford Magical Worlds. I just got this book and I really want to color in it, and I already colored 2 pages in them, which someday I will show you guys. But yeah, it's so much fun. Yeah, so that's one that I picked. Then I've got this book. This one I did not just like pick to put in my backpack because this is actually a new book. I bought this. I well, it came in last week, so I don't know exactly when I ordered this one, but it came in last week, so it's brand new. I haven't colored it in it, of course, but you know, I couldn't resist. I needed to have this book. It's so cute. So that's why it's in my backpack because oh, it's new. Um, then Gummy and Pecky. Yeah, again, you know, just alcohol markers and have a little bit of fun. It's a cute book. It's easy to color, so yeah, that's why I picked it. Let me. So, okay. Then we also have these two books, and I do treat them as one. These are mandalas, and usually I don't like mandalas. It's not something I would go for, but with the Fibrillo brush markers, you know, that I showed you from Caran d'Ache, these are actually a lot of fun to do. Here's one I did. You know, this one just took me like what 30 minutes, something like that, and you already have like a finished result, and I like it. I like it. There's another one that I did. For now, you know, what is going on in my life and everything, I do like coloring a mandala, to be honest. And yeah. So these are in my backpack. And we also have the fake Dorables. I do have a whip that I don't like. It's this one. I don't like what my markers have done. These are actually they're from Staedtler, I believe. Permanent markers, they're called. And I was like, I actually bought that set to keep to put in my coloring backpack. But you know, once I started coloring with them, I did not like the effect. So I don't know how I'm gonna fix this, but I will somehow. I have to somehow because I really don't like it right now, and if I don't like a page, I'm probably not gonna finish it. So yeah, that's the whip I have right now. Maybe I'm just gonna start another picture in it because there are a lot of cute pictures in this one. So then I also have Hannah Carlson with her Atlantis book. This is actually a new one. I bought this in December when I was Christmas shopping, and I came across this book, and I, you know, been like on the fence a bit about this one. Like, will I buy it or not? You know, didn't really made up my mind yet. But I was flipping through this book, you know, in the bookshop, and I was like, oh wow, I really like that page, and that's cool. And I ended up buying the book, and the page that actually made me buy the book, that like that I actually made my decision, was this page. I really like this one. So I do think it's actually gonna be like a lot of work because it's pretty intricate, but still, I like this page. It's a pretty page. So yeah, that's why it's in my backpack, because I actually bought it pretty late, by the end of December, you know, just before Christmas. And I haven't regretted it yet. But I still have the color in it. I still have the color in it. So then we also have Goddess Coloring. I put this book in my backpack because this is one of my uncolored books. And there's a picture of Freya in this one. I don't know if I can find it because I haven't tagged it. Let me see. And I really want to color, here she is. Here she is. I really want to color this one. Also because, you know, we have a lot of snow. You know, it is a pretty wintry page. And for some reason I just really like this one. I really like the goddess Freya, you know. I definitely have a connection with the goddess. So I decided to put it in my backpack in the hopes that I would pick it up and start coloring this page. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, but you know, we will see. We will see. I hope I do. I hope I have time for it and I'm not too stressed about everything, that I can color a page like that. Then we have Gnomes in the Neighborhood, also because this one is easy coloring. I can color with my markers in this one. I can color with my pencils in this one. It doesn't really matter. You know, and that's why I picked this book. And she's also coming out with a new book. I don't know if I want to buy it, but still, you know. Then we have Any Day. So this is one of my uncolored books. Also an uncolored book that I really want to color in. You know, I absolutely love this book and I don't know why I haven't colored in this one yet. But I absolutely love it. And so I just should, you know, pick a page and color it. I do think I want to color this one with pencil and not with marker. For some reason, you know, I want to do this with pencil. I just like that idea better. So yeah, Any Day by Morgan O'Brien. Amy Brown, Fairies, Volume 4. Why? Because I love coloring fairies. So yeah. I actually already did one in December. The picture is actually on Instagram. I also have an Instagram account these days. Yeah, I will put it down in the description, you know. But I really wanted to see what was going on Instagram when it comes to coloring. But this is the one I did in December. Really like it with all of the sparkly bits. So yeah, I like this one. And I also put a picture of her on Instagram. Yeah. So that's Amy Brown, Fairies. And then we also have from Camellia and Jelkova, 50 Woodland Miniatures. Again, you know, it's a marker book. It's easy to color. You know, you're pretty quickly done with a page, and it's cute. It's fun to color. Why not? So I picked this one. And the final one that I picked was this one, Cozy Critters, Cozy Haven. I already did one page in this one that you will see once I film what I colored in from, I think, November. It's gonna be a pretty big what I colored video. So yeah, it's a cute page book. I mean, cute book. So that's all the books that I picked for my backpack. Well, all. I still think it's a pretty huge pile, but it's a big backpack, so it fits. It all fits in that backpack. It was actually pretty difficult to make a small selection of books that I wanted to color. I did know that like all of my high quality books I packed because I didn't want anything to happen to them during the move. Yeah, and we will see what I'm gonna color from all of those books, because I don't even think that I'm gonna color in all of those books by the end of the move and everything. So this is like the part that I'm doing where you can like see my hands and everything. Right now we're gonna go to my top 10, and I'm gonna do that with pictures and a voiceover, so I will see you there. So this is gonna be my top 10, and I already have a look at all the pictures that I'm gonna show you guys, and I did notice that there was a little bit of glare, and that the colors are a little bit diffused, a little bit pale, I would say, and you know, if you would see the pictures in real time, you know, they're a lot brighter than they are on the pictures, but you know, at least I have something to show you guys. Sometimes I will look up the books that belong to the pictures, where the picture comes from. So, you know, let's just start. So the first one was like the first picture I did in the beginning of 2024, and it was this one. It's a picture from Selena Fenich from the book Tales and Myth. For those that don't know, let me see. So this is the book that we're talking about. It's like these 4 books in one kind of book, and yeah, it's I think this one is my favorite coloring page I ever did, and that's because this paper it's awful paper, to be honest. It's extremely difficult to color on this paper with pencil. It's, you know, it's not also great for your markers. I mean, they don't really blend that well, and despite all of those handicaps basically that you have, yeah, the page actually came out pretty good. I really like my sky. I do believe I added the sun myself, if I'm correctly, or was it already drawn in? I can't really remember. But okay, so this, I think this is my number one when it comes to 2024. The rest of the pages, you know, I really like them. There are a couple of others that I could say, well, this is definitely my second, this is my third. But after that, you know, they're all fourth. That's basically it. They're all on place 4. So, this is the second one. This comes from Sprookjesbos from Tomic. What's his name? Okay, let's look him up. That's the wonderful thing about this. I forget something. Here we have him, Tomislav Tomic. Yes, so we're talking about this book right here. That's where it comes from. Yeah, again, you know, I love this page. This one's actually done with Prisma completely and some metallic watercolor paints, and that's it. Now, of course, you cannot see the shine on the picture. You can't. But, you know, the watercolor is on the mushrooms. This here is actually gold, and if you hold it in the light, it glistens really nicely. So I would say that this is definitely number 3, I think. Yeah, it definitely is in my top 3. Let's leave it at that. It's in my top 3. Then we have this one from Johanna Bashford's Little Victories, Small Victories, Small Victories. What I really like about this one is color palette. You know, the yellows, oranges with all the different blue tones. Yeah, that's what I absolutely love about this page, and it's also the reason why there's no background, no nothing, because I just think that the butterfly speaks for itself. And it's completely done with Chroma Flow pencils. I can remember that one. Yeah. Then, oh, this is definitely my second favorite. And this one is by Crystal Vogel. But what is the book that it comes from? What is it called? Let's see if we can find her book, because I do know what it looks like. Crystal Vogel. Oh, small guys. Yes, definitely. Oh, this one. So, Der Verwunschenen Wald. That's the one. That's the one. I love that book. I love all of her work, by the way. I love all of her work. It's so whimsical. I so love it. This one is completely done with color softs, and I absolutely adore this page. I absolutely adore this page. I love it. It took me actually a while to finish this one, but once I did, I was so proud of it. So, yeah, that's picture number 4. The 5th one is this one, and this one comes from if I don't write down the names, I can't remember. Let me look this one up. Yeah, Karolina Kubikowska. That's her name. It's in the book Rising, and yeah, I love this page. You know, I used some Derwent graphite tints for the background and all. I love this page, and I definitely want to color more in her book. This one is done in one of Rita Berman's books. It's Meine Reise durch Europa. Yeah, it's the Lisbon envelope. And I've done this one with Derwent Inktense, and that's perfect for her pages. You know, the Inktense colors, because they are so extremely intense, they really work nicely on you know, her pages. So I'm actually thinking of coloring this entire book with my Inktense, you know. And also because then I actually start using my Inktense, because I don't really use them that much, and that's kind of a waste, because they are a gorgeous pencil, you know, they really are. So number 7 is from Hannah Carlson, and this is her compilation book. In Dutch it's called Tijdperk, I believe. I don't know what it's called in English. So I don't know, but it is from Hannah Carlson. It's a Chihuahua, and no, not a Chihuahua. It's a chinchilla, and Chihuahua is a dog. But I really like this one, and I used for the background. I used pastels and soft pastels, and I'm definitely gonna use those more for backgrounds, because I found out that it works basically perfectly on at least this paper. And you can get some really nice soft blends with it. So that's number 7. Number 8, Matchstick Mouse, and this one is the Great Adventure book, I believe. Yeah, a big adventure. Yeah, a big adventure. And I love this one. I really try to play around with light, and too bad it's a little bit less visible here on the picture, but if you see it in real, it's a little bit more vibrant. The light that I did on his fur and here on the worm, everywhere. So, like I said, all of the colors are a little bit dull. So, it's a pity because this one is actually a pretty vibrant page. It became a very vibrant page. But I love this one, absolutely love this one. Then number 9. This comes from my Gem book by Kate O'Hara. I believe that the English title is something with crystals in it. And you have like a coloring page on the right side, and on the left side you have like a little bit of text that tells you a little bit of information about the gem that or I would say crystal that you're going to color. And I love this one. I love the color combination, and I really like how I colored my gold in this. I mean, it could always use some improvement, but still, I am seeing improvement here, and that's really what I care about, is that you still see improvement. And I really like this page. And I do believe it's completely done with pencils. I can't remember which pencil anymore. I actually have to look it up. But it's completely done with pencils, except for these things that you see over here. I don't even know what they are. I call them confetti. I call them confetti. But I put some metallic gold paint on them. But you can't really see the shine, Well, you can see it a little bit over here. But, okay, pretty matte. And then we have number 10, and that's the pumpkin. And what I absolutely love about this picture are my candles and the way I played around with the light. And in this picture it looks a little bit intense, and you don't really see the warmth of the light. But in the real picture, my real if you see it in real life, it's a lot warmer than right here on the picture. But I absolutely love this page. I really like it. The only thing I do not like is the streaky background. It's a bit streaky, but that's it. That's it. So this is my top 10, and at least you were able to see my top 10, because I think that almost all of these books are somewhere in a box, because this one is in the box, this one is in the box, I also believe that this one is in the box, this one, box, 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 no, not in the box, this one is not in the box, nope, but this one is, and this one is also in a box. So I still hope that you have enjoyed this video, and that we will, or at least that I will, be able to make in 2025 a little bit more videos. I do have some plans for that. I definitely want to finish my coloring book collection series that I started, but I also thinking about doing some color alongs, and like I said, like previously in the video, I want to basically share what I've learned this year. So if I learn new skills or something like that, I will make a video about it and share it with you guys, how to create certain effects, for instance. And for now, I wish you all a lot of fun, a lot of coloring fun, and we will see each other in the next video. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment if you want to. Goodbye.